I can relate to the term longtime beginner because that was me. I felt stuck for years. I started learning guitar back in the 70s, and the first two things you learned back then were bar chords and then you learned the pentatonic scale so you could jam like the pros. All good, clean fun. I really worked my tail off the first really few years learning bar chords, making sure they were clean so you could hear all the notes and getting that chunky rhythm. Because many tunes back in the 70s, a lot of our guitar heroes used those bar chords, Jimmy Page and Eric Clapton. So I was drawn to that. But those first few years, I really developed some bad habits, and the biggest one was this, running up and down scale patterns in one position, or even as I learned some other positions. But literally running up and down full 6-string scale patterns. One thing that really helped that I didn't even realize was happening is I was down picking everything, like alternate picking, down up helped get me some, flow back into the scale. Now it started to come alive a little bit with that up and down motion. But even that didn't help me become a better player. It just made the bad habit stronger. This is where a lot of players, including me, get stuck. You know the scale patterns. You even know different positions, a lot of you. But really nothing connects. And that's not lack of talent. That's lack of direction. One of my biggest light bulb moments was a guy told me you can target a note within the scale and dig into the rhythm of a track over with jamming with some guys. B. Just something that simple, all of a sudden I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I'm creating music. Starting on a note, walking up and down the scale, back to that note with some rhythm. Then I really honestly started getting excited about playing the guitar again, because for those several years before that, I would learn some songs, but I had no connection on what those songs meant to scales and chords. I played the songs the best I could, but this is where you can really move forward. Start creating music that inspires you. That one note there within the B minor pentatonic scale, that became kind of a home base, and this is where it starts. Really simple phrases, but you're doing it with some good rhythmic feel with the pulse of whatever you're playing over, and you have some direction. I've said this in a lot of recent videos, but the the most important note you play is the one you resolve on. You can get away with a lot of stuff if you get resolution. And this can be a lot of different notes. Right now we're targeting the root of the scale, which in those, we're just playing over 2 chords basically. B minor, E. And I'm just sliding up to them to give it some movement. But both those chords contain a B note within the chord itself, so that can be home base, and it works over both chords. But also that E chord has a B in it, an E, and also a G sharp. But I just look at that bar shape that the chord comes from, and that's all within reach of the B minor pentatonic scale. Sounds complicated, but it's right within reach. When you go to that E chord, just briefly hit that note and then get back to your comfortable place, your home base. Over the track. Little things like that I picked up from guys just hanging out at music stores. But those little moves, it just continued to give me excitement and inspiration to just practice more. But now I had something to practice. So this all comes together with this B minor pentatonic. We're just using one position. This can be extended anywhere on the fretboard, but we have that root. I have them colored in red because they're important. Those are your target notes. I'm literally walking up and down the scale, but everything leads back to that resolution note. I say home base a lot, and I even get made fun of it, but once you have that concept, it gives you a place to land, and it feels like home. And even as I added that one little note, sounds real bluesy. Short phrases, leaving some space. You resolve, pause, and even respond to your own little phrases. You start creating music, you start creating some solos that inspire you. Now I want you to grab your guitar if you don't already have it and jam with me. And if you don't have it, put the video on pause and go grab it, because I'm gonna play short phrases, leave space after each phrase, so you can either copy that phrase or play something of your own and answer what I'm doing. But this just helps you get into the rhythmic feel and that home base mentality, so you have somewhere to land. Play a phrase. Play a phrase. Play a phrase. again, I'm using these little phrases, picturing a small box in the middle of the B minor pentatonic scale, and going up to the other root. You can do it as simply as walking up and down those scales, or playing a little more complex phrase. So I'm just bending here in the 9th fret, full, raking the B and E strings on the 7th fret, and then hitting 10 on the B, bend, like pre-bend, and release, bend in the 7th, back to home base. Fits over a simple groove like this. So here's the practice challenge. If you're a long-time beginner, instead of running up and down scales, do this instead. You just have that simple groove. I'm just really playing just 2 chords there, 1 scale box. You got that target note, but you're doing it with intention and rhythm. Up the scale. Down the scale, but back to home base. If you practice like that, even with a simple little groove that I created on my looper here, but there's many tracks that you can use this on. And if you just say blues rock backing track in B minor, all kinds of options come up. You can use this technique over slow blues, faster classic rock stuff. And this is where it starts, though. This is how to practice this home bass. Even if you just play the notes by themselves, then open up. When you do it with some rhythm, you don't feel stuck. You feel like you're creating something. This is very basic, but if you start practicing this way daily, you don't have to do it for your whole practice. Even if you only do it for 5 or 10 minutes, this is something you're going to start having in your head. As you hear tracks, hear songs, you're going to want to go home and grab your guitar and dig into it, because a lot of these songs that we know and love use just basic bar chords and the pentatonic scale that we know. I was stuck for a long time, but this practice habit got me out. You're not bad at guitar, you just haven't been shown where to aim.